Whoop whoop, what up, juggalos and juggalettes? This is nevananinja. Come and talk about the wicked shits, all you juggalos and juggalettes out there. Alright, I meant to do this on Juggalo Day, and it just didn't happen, and I tried doing it the next day. And it just didn't happen, so here I am, running on no coffee, and I'm going to do this album review, even if it kills me. So forgive me if I come off a little crazy cuckoo. Anyway, fucking cats, I hear them messing with the dishes out there. I've tried making this video 100 million fucking times, so like I said, I'm gonna do this even if it kills me. So, Great Milenko album review. Alright? This is the way it's gonna go, ninjas. Ready? I'm gonna rate the album out of 10. Gonna say positives and negatives, and I'm gonna say if it's an album you can listen to without or with very few skips. And I'm gonna do a track-by-track analysis, alright? That's the way this is gonna go. Okay, now on to it. This was an awesome fucking album. It's personal for me, honestly, because it was the first Joker's card and album that I actually got into, and a couple of songs off of the album was what made me interested in ICP and being a juggalo in the first place. So that's a personal for me. But I'm going to rate the album 9 out of 10. The reason being, instead of a 10 out of 10, is I feel like a negative of this album is that a lot of the songs were kind of popular. Even outside the juggalo community, I feel like it's songs like The Netting Game and What Is a Juggalo and Boogie Woogie Woo that non-juggalos quote to use against juggalos to kind of mock us. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a downfall of the album. But it was definitely a positive that it was a breakthrough album for juggalos and ICP alike. During this era, they were owned by Disney. And they kind of got put out and taken out the same day. They got fucked over really bad, business-wise. But they definitely conquered it. They ended up re-syndicating the album, and everything was all good. It was a platinum-selling album. Not that album sales matter all that much, particularly not that much, but it was definitely a triumph, and it was a good thing in the juggalo community. Anyway, so, moving on. Track-by-track analysis. Alright? The intro is something you would have to listen to on the actual album because it kind of tells a story. The Great Milenko says the same thing over and over. Hocus Pocus is very nice to jam out to, but I like the version that was more of an old school feel. Piggy Pie. There's actually an alternate version on the Forgotten Freshness album. It's a difference in lyrics, but Piggy Pie, definitely a good song. I like jamming out to that. It's one of my favorites. How many times it's helped me through so many bad days. Definitely another one of my favorites. Southwest Voodoo is a nice song to jam out to. Halls of Illusions was what made me interested in being a juggalo. I liked the message behind the song, and I feel like it's one of those songs that even haters, can't say that's a shitty song because it had something behind it. And it wasn't like the typical, this is just murderous clown music. There was something behind it, and even the haters couldn't deny it, I think. But that song made me interested in being a juggalo in the first place. Alright, Under the Moon. Another all-time favorite of mine. Dude has this chick that cries rape to him. He kills the rapist, and then he ends up rotting in jail for the rest of his life for this bitch who didn't really want him in the first place. And I feel like we've all had that type of bitch that kind of led you on just to kind of use you for some kind of reason. So I love that song. What is a Juggalo? Like I said, one of those popular ones. I mean, I can't help but to rap the words out when it comes on, but it's kind of a downfall of this album, I feel like. No Not that I dislike the song, I just dislike what happened outside of the Juggalo community because of songs like that. Just kind of like how Miracles was used against Juggalos when Bang Pow Boom came out. Obviously not as severe, of course, because a lot of people hate Miracles, but moving on. House of Horrors, a fun song to listen to. Even my mother, she likes a lot of this Juggalo stuff, and that's why I call her my Hatchet Den mother. And not Halls of Illusions, I lost track, sorry. House of Horrors was one of the songs she kind of giggled to, so Mom even approves. Boogie Woogie Woo, another popular song. The Netting Game, another popular one. Like I said, not that I dislike the songs, I dislike how people, portray Juggalos because of songs like that. Hallelujah. It's honestly one of those songs I skip. Sorry, can't even review it. Down with the Clown. I don't think I've ever met a Juggalo that's hated that song. It's like the theme song of the family. Just like that, another one I skip sometimes. Pass Me By. Another favorite of mine. It's a very deep song, and it kind of, hits you in your soul. You want to sing along to the chorus all the time, It's just one of those, songs. And I love it. Like, I get a deep feeling. Like, you could feel the dark carnival when you listen to that song. And I feel like it gave a lot of Juggalos during that time and still does, a very good feeling. Anyway, that's my album review. Greta, I still have to get to your Dog Beats and Basement Cuts album review. I will get to it, I promise. I keep to my word. Anyway, whoop whoop and much clown love to all you ninjas and ninjettes out there. Give me suggestions to what albums you want me to review. And, peace out. I'm out, motherfuckers!